So here I am inside of Davinci Resolve, and here is the opening shot of the two droids on board the Tantive 4 walking down the Tantive 4 corridor. So what's wrong with this shot? Well, there is a huge blue cast that is overlaying the image. There's some magenta on the walls here, as you can tell here. There's some blue on side of the gray dome area of R2's head, same with his body. 3PO has some green on him as well, when he should be kind of more of a goldish yellow. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to fix this up. So I'm going to take my first node here, and I'm going to be in the qualifiers settings right here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the target for the picker. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on an area on the walls here. And then I'm going to turn on the magic wand key so that I can select all the areas that the picker has touched. And then I just want to go ahead and play with these sliders here just until I can go ahead and select almost all the white. Or at least the areas that should be white. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the eyedropper with the plus sign on it as well. And then just click on some other areas. There we go. Oops, too much there. And I know I got some of R2's dome panels selected here too. We'll try and key those out later. But I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now that I got the wall selected. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and decrease the saturation here just to get rid of some of that blue. Alright, there we go. So that's starting to look more blue, more whitish, I would say. And then maybe what I can also do here is maybe increase the highlights a little bit just to make the walls look more shiny. There we go, that's looking pretty dandy. Maybe up the saturation just a tad bit. Now it looks like that there is a bit of red magenta here too, so maybe I'll just add a little bit of cooling to it maybe. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's not too bad there. That's looking... Alright, now I want to make sure that I can select R2's dome panels as well, so I'm going to right click on my node here and select add node, add layer, and that's going to create a layer underneath this first node and then pair it with the second node here. That means I can add to my keyed selection anything I want with this node. So I'll go ahead and in the qualifiers tab settings, I'll go ahead and click on my picker. Let me zoom in here. Click on R2's dome here. See if I can make sure I'm restricting it just to his dome there. There we go. Might turn on the denoise a bit. Alright, so that's looking pretty good there. I'm going to go ahead and play it forward, see how that looks. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can do some work on 3PO now. I'm going to go to the qualifier, click on 3PO. It has selected a little bit of that droid in the background, which I don't think is a huge deal because we're going to be seeing some reflection from 3PO onto his body, so might not do a whole lot of harm if we just add a bit of gold to him. And then I'll just take the offset color wheel and then just start adding some yellow to that. Actually, what I might do is desaturate 3PO just to get rid of the green that's embedded with him. So maybe about 20. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another node here. And I'm going to go ahead and drag the bottom whip and key it in with this bottom whip. So that way I'm just focused on 3PO. Then I'll go ahead and add some yellow to him. Up the saturation a little bit. There we go. Now he's looking really good. Now I noticed in the process of doing all this, we kind of made some noise and artifacts, so let's see if we can clean up this picture. So let's add another node. And I might just take down the MD a little bit. I believe that's mid-tone detail, yeah. Just to get rid of some of that noise. There, that seems to really kind of clean it up there. I'm going to go for -20. Alright, now we can go ahead and compare the before and afters. Oh, that's starting to look pretty good there. Alright, so that covers that for this part of the tutorial for color correcting Star Wars. If you guys like what you see so far, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and please be sure to leave a comment in the comments section below if you have any suggestions or tips for color correcting.